their slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
If you're still struggling with a keychain full of keys and a wallet full of credit cards you can't keep track of, people in Sweden are way ahead of you. Thousands of Swedes are getting microchips inserted into their hands.
You hear nut, Israelite nut after Israelite nut. The chip, you can't buy or sell. You can't buy or sell.
Are getting microchips inserted into their hands. That allows them to pay for stuff, access their offices, and ride trains. Yep, they are living in the future. According to WS Buzz, the company dominating the market is Biohacks International.
That's headed up to about $9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare,
NPR also reports that the chips, which are about the size of a grain of rice and are inserted right above the thumb, are designed to make people's lives easier.
So we're going to show that. So the mark of the beast, as taught by our elders, going back all the way to the days of One West, the original elders, the seven, the having a mark of the beast is accepting the wicked philosophies
and are inserted right above the thumb, are designed to make people's lives easier by allowing them to access their homes, offices, and gyms with a simple swipe of their hands against digital readers. The chip can also store emergency contact info, social media profiles, or e-tickets for events and trains within Sweden.
Today's topic we're bringing out is Mark of the Beast. Okay? He was about a U.S. Marshal by the name of Bass Reeves. We're going to go into this story and show you how this man received the mark of the beast, to show you that it's not a chip, it's not any device and pierced in your skin, but it is in your hand, a weapon that you take up for the white man, the devil, or his Christianity, his philosophy.
The whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is getting me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Haracha HaKwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone. Shalom, peace to the elect. Shalom, Labuquarium to the elect, peace to the elect. I want to do this video here. I was looking at another video on a social media site, and that commercial popped up. So they're advertising, wanting to get, to get you chipped. That's their main goal, to get you microchipped. And what I can't understand is, I've done a video yesterday on this guy, Teachers of the Truth, Teachers of Lies, whatever you want to call them. He's saying that the mark of the beast is money, because the engraving of cash money. I mean, he's way out of date. Everybody know that's false, okay? But these guys are so adamant on coming against that it's being the mark of the beast, and right under our noses, well, in our faces we see it, they're chipping people, and they're making it, gloriful to be chipped. They're making it a fad, they're making it a new thing. What do you think is going to happen when the new iPhones or these new phones and the new computers and, these cars, all the technology to get indoors and businesses, to work on jobs, what do you think is going to happen? So meanwhile, while they're chipping us to go into these businesses, while they're chipping us to go into these cars and in the restaurants, right, and various other things, you'll have these Israelites, IUIC, ISUPK, HOI, who supposedly have the truth, will be telling you, no, it's not the mark of the beast. So if you're telling us it's not the mark of the beast, then what is it? They're saying the mark of the beast is Christianity or whatever. So meanwhile, we're cutting out Christianity. We're cutting out the philosophies of the white man. We won't take his gun, but you accept the chip? That's madness. And if you say, okay, you shouldn't accept the chip either, because that's all part of the process, what are you fighting about? The main thing you should be saying is the chip. You should be, even if you don't believe it fully, well, it's either you're going to believe it or you don't, but even if you think that's part of it, why are you coming against us for teaching that's exactly what it is? You know? So, by you saying that it's not the chip, what is happening is when that crunch time comes, you know what happens in crunch time. People need a way out. They need an excuse. They'll say, oh, the box said it wasn't a chip because you could take it out. Nate said it's Christianity. It's talking about big nations, which cuts him anyway, because at the end of the day, those big nations are the ones that control the monetary system. Well, there's nations that control that, you know. Then you have this ISUBK group saying it's taking up the white man's gun, and they going with with the white man's gun and shoot up in gun ranges. See, these guys are not making any sense, and what they're doing, they're putting a covering, you know, over their doctrine to push out the mark of the beast, just for them to be right, to keep their congregation. Because if they say the chip is the mark of the beast, oh, they know it's GMS, and the Most High is pushing it under Great Millstone. So now when the truth comes out, everybody going to know Great Millstone had it right. They're going to know we had it right. Okay? Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. That's what's going to happen to a lot of you guys. Anybody who follow these groups and say that the chip is not the mark of the beast, you're going to trust in the government. You have this one idiot, and I have to say it like it is, who says it's all money. The mark of the beast is the currency, the paper that's pretty much done away with. It's currency. That's the mark of the beast. No, it's the chip, which will have your currency, which will have medical records, which not just currency, the chip will have your life on it. Okay? You will be a pure slave. Okay? You know, Jake, you know, we only trying to reach the elect. There are many men. I remember I used to do video after video on the chip on one of my other channels. And there's a lot of Jake that I believe who left me messages and woke up from Adam Abbott, who was teaching that false doctrine as well. Okay? 1 Corinthians 10:13. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. You know, the hour of temptation. You know, we go into that. You know, so if you're already starving, if you already need medical help, and you have some issues, and they say you need this chip to get food, you need this chip to seek medical attention. If somebody remembers back and listen to Zabak, who say it's not the mark of the beast, you done took the fear of the Lord from them, man. See, what they're doing is taking the fear of the Lord from you. That's what they're doing. And what they're doing is they're hiding it under, like the so-called white man do, under peace. All you got to do is sit back, let the Lord work, and the Lord will take care of everything. Just follow his commandments, and the Lord will take care of everything. Since when has it ever been that easy, man? Okay? We woke up to the truth now. We still struggle. Yahweh Shai hadn't come to deliver us. Okay? I'm just doing this video, Lord willing, is edifying, to tell anyone that hear these groups tell you it's a Christian doctrine. First of all, it goes beyond this so-called Christianity that you hear. It came out in the 60s. It was a Christian doctrine. I don't give a damn where it came out at. The truth is the truth. no matter where it came out at. First of all, the Most High already sealed the instructions in the elect to already know. Okay? I mean, if a Christian understands it and can see it right in plain sight, why can't you? But see, what people tend to do is say, well, it's the Christians. If you're following Christianity, that's a Christian doctrine. No, something a Christian might say might be legitimate. A Christian might say, love your brother. A Christian might say, have charity and love to one another. Well, that was words that Yahushua and Apostle Paul and the prophets were speaking. Well, nothing wrong with those statements. Doesn't make it wrong. But it was for the Israelites. Okay? So by saying it's a Christian doctrine, what you're saying is, and that's a stumbling block. If you want to believe, okay, the Christians are saying it's the mark of the beast, is the chip, and we're not supposed to follow anything the Christians say. That's crazy. It's not about what the Christians say, it's about what the scriptures say. All right. Ephesians 6. I mean, look, the Christians believe in the Savior. They believe in the Most High God. So we ain't supposed to follow that either. You know? Even if you're an Old Testament Israelite, the Christians believe in the Most High. Well, they believe in a God. They think they believe. But they have a zeal. They don't know the name. They don't know exactly who they worshiping. But they have a zeal. They have a belief. They believe in the Bible. So we're not supposed to believe in the Bible either. Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and against the rulers of darkness of this world. That's what this chip is, man. See, Zabak them is telling you to don't worry about it. Okay, so if you're not worrying about it, you're not wrestling against the rulers of darkness. Okay. It says, for we wrestle not against the flesh and blood, but against principalities and against powers and against rulers of darkness. If you laying back chilling and you saying everything's going to be all right, I ain't got to worry about it, you ain't wrestling with the rulers of darkness. You don't have your foot in the door fighting this truth. You know? You're out there cutting up the white man. You know? You're cutting him up. You're devil, you're going into slavery, you know? The same old, same old, same old. But yet you ain't warning the people about what this man is doing. So meanwhile, you're cursing and so-called cursing the so-called devil out or whatever. You got all this big lavish, you know, visual cut session going on. But meanwhile, he smiles at you. He gets cut up. But in the back of his mind, he know. You still a slave. We still own this. And at the end of the day, in the last, as the documentary say, the last dance, we're going to see who take that chip. You know? Against spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay? This is not talking about some Satan sitting up on some throne, man. Okay? Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day. Right? But this is not what these guys is preaching. They're telling you don't worry about it. It ain't a chip. Don't worry about it. And having done all to stand. Okay? Stand therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, and having the breastplate of righteousness. Okay? You know, again, the bottom line is these Jakes, these Israelites, are sweeping the seriousness of this microchip under the rug. They're not being serious. They're not taking it serious. And maybe it's because of pride that they feel that they have to be right over us and what we teach. Starting with, like Apostle Tahar was bringing that out about the microchip. And then before I came in the truth, I knew about the chip. You know, I just didn't have full understanding of it until I came in the truth. And going into the words and looking it up, and it's plain to see that mark is not of any mark in the Bible. So you don't need another precept for that. That is the last stance, so to speak. What else do you need? So that's going to show many are called but few are chosen. That's going to show that the Most High can show you all the so-called some of the mysteries. He can show you the truth. He can show you the Bible, the breakdowns. But it's only given to the elect to know that one mystery that is for your deliverance, man. That's all I have on that. Shalom.